In the urgent change request, that it doesn't need that it has to follow all the processes that it is going to have. Okay, software engineering cycle process it should not have. Directly it goes to that particular environment, and repair work has to be done for that particular software, and it should be released. Okay, no need of again testing, retesting of the other things. It is not going to be done. Sometimes operating system, so it may require urgently, because that has to be the main body of the we can say this software. So if that software is not going to get upgraded, OS is not going to be upgraded, the work functionality of that project is going to be stopped. So that time you have to upgrade that particular operating system. Then rapid changes, if it is going to be required in the business cases, okay, where challenges will be there, that has to be executed in the Warford. So it should be released immediately. That's what here there is no repetitive task here. You see, emergency repair process. Change request will come, analyze the source code, modify the source code, immediately you will have to deliver it. There is no testing point in this. You will be knowing what exactly that it has to be done. Okay, you have to analyze the source code and you have to modify it directly. Okay, then you have to deliver to the system. Usually agile methodologies that you will be going to use it for the evolution process. So when agile methodologies are direct methods, it is okay, immediately that it is going to be incorporated into the system. Okay, any changes that is going to be required, any modification, new systems, new functionalities are going to be required. Already those components are going to be available, that you are going to use it in the system, and you want to release the product. One of the important function, that is Lehman's laws, that it is going to be described in this. It is very, very important thing, and you will be going to get 80% to 90% in your examinations, because if you see your previous question papers, this Lehman's laws has been asked a number of times. Okay, what this Lehman's law says basically is change requests that it is going to be, Lehman is going to specify continual change. So real world environment data has to be changing, so that it has to be incorporated into the system, he's saying. Then increasing complexity, whenever that new things is being evolved and the program changes, always there's a complexity is going to be present in that. Okay, so you have to structured manner that you have to do this particular task. Large program evolution, total change. Okay, most of the functionalities you will want to change it, the size and time between the releases and all these things, it is going to be there. Those things you have to immediately, you have to do it. There is no option for that. Okay, projects that you have to make. Then organizational stability, when you are going to purchase that particular software, okay, the organization should continue that particular software usage in the environment. So in lifetime that it should be used. So you have to always, you should have the resources to be developed for the system development. Some individual systems also you can able to execute those operations. Conservation of familiarity. When you want to use this for the lifetime systems, there are obviously incremental changes are going to be there for the releases. Then those things are going to be constantly that it should be made. Every year these changes are required. According to that, by the communication that familiarity is going to be done, it will be there, and you have to release for the product. Continuing growth. Next point. So here what happens basically is the functionality is going to be offered by the systems. Different system functions are going to be used for the application. Okay, so there is a continual change will be there in that. Continual change will be there. Functions are going to get added up and all these things. Finally, that should be satisfied with the customer. So like that, the continued growth of the system must be there. This is what we will going to call it as a new releases of the product. Declining the quality. Quality should not be declined. So like that, the quality has to be any changes if it is going to come also, the quality should not decrease for that particular environment. That it has to be maintained. Feedback system. Always, whenever there is an evolutionary process will be there is incremental changes are going to be there. The feedback system is going to be present to achieve the good approach for the system environment. So where the functionalities are not going to get disturbed and the process or the progress of the system should not be down. So, and the performance of the system, reliability of the system, these things are going to be never going to be done. So in that way, the feedback system should work, and above laws are going to be helpful for the implementation of the new changes. So that's what the Lehman says in his laws.